This year, phone 3 is our flagship for 2026.
Hi guys, it's DK388. Welcome back to another video, and today we've got the Nothing Phone 3 2026 flagship model. So first impressions, looking at the outer packaging, is anything but flagship. Looks very thin, flimsy, but it's the internals that count. So as we open it up and pull out this very sleek white box, a nice little message from Nothing, and a rare sight is this a phone case, a clear phone case, and then we've got a clear sort of pin ejector tool. And next we've got the Type-C to C phone cable, about 1 meter long, no power brick. And then onto the main course, we've got the phone 3. This is the black edition, 256 gig storage. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 chipset. A couple of stats on the screen as I flick through. But on the right hand side, we've got 2 buttons, the power screen lock and the essentials key, which is like a personal note taking with AI help assistance. On the top, we've got the speaker. On the back, we've got the triple 50 megapixel cameras, as well as the mic and the flash and the monochrome glyph display. And it's all housed in the Gorilla Glass Victus rear glass panel. It's IP68 dust and water resistant. This is what it looks like. With the clear phone case, you can see still maintains that see-through design to showcase the back panel. And then on the left hand side, we've got the volume rockers. As mentioned before, we've got the little cutout for the glyph display. And as we do the first startup and get set up, it comes preloaded with OS 3.0 from the factory, a very stock Android, bloatware free, so it's a very clean OS startup. And as soon as we get connected, we got an update to do, quite a significant update, 2.25 gigs, lots of bug fixes, performance upgrades, which is good to see. So we'll get that installed, and then into the later in the evening we've got another update. This is the major update to the OS 4.0. Again, more performance upgrades and improvements, more fixes, extra widgets. So we get that updated, and this is the first look to the latest updated version. I do like the Nothing theme of their icon widgets, this monochrome look, very in keeping with their sort of design theme. As you can see in the apps, we've got the standard Android icons, but the OS is very customizable. As you can see here, we just switch on to the different icon pack modes. So this is the Nothing, and then switching on to the default Android, as you can see with their color themes. So I do like their design of the Nothing and keeping with their sort of dot matrix theme. Just switching between the two just to see the difference. Again, it's a bloatware free, very clean OS, which is good to see. And it's also very customizable, just customizing the sort of lock screen with these widgets. I've got a couple of world clocks, a pedometer, and a weather app as well. Again, with their sort of animated dot matrix themes in different sizes, which is nice to see, very customizable. And just playful with their icons and widgets and graphs, which is something a bit different that you don't really see. Previous phone I had was a OnePlus, which is again a very stock Android, but without a icon packs like this. It's something a bit different, which is what attracted me to this phone as well. So let's get on to the main event of the camera tests. This is the ultra wide 15mm, moving on to the main wide 24mm, and then the periscope lens as well, telephoto, 2x zoom and then 3x zoom, and moving on to sort of the digital zoom at 6x, and then the super res digital zoom at 30x, and then finally at 60x. I'm very impressed how sharp it is. There is a macro lens which uses the periscope lens to zoom in, and just a couple of test images here, including the video at 4K 60. And moving on to the video test, this is a periscope lens with 3x zoom, again 4K 60. And then moving on to this is the digital zoom, which maxes out at 6x. Next is the ultra wide and main. You have to stop the video to switch between the two, unfortunately, but again 60 FPS at 4K. And I thought I'd try a night test for something different as well. So still images look very good in normal mode, and this is without a timer, and it's also handheld. And just a quick video test as well of the animated screens from the co-op arena. Bit of issues with the autofocus struggling just to capture it. But all in all, very good camera system, quad system as well, triple camera at the back, one at the front for the selfie. And the final conclusion is, I think it's a flagship model, which is generally about half the price compared to the mainstreams of the iPhone and the Samsung S26, which was just released. Which is normally about 4 figures, and the Nothing Phone 3 comes in about half the price. So if you want something a bit different, I think this one's definitely worth a shout out. But thanks for watching.